Hello and welcome to Mina's Bookshelf. Today I would like to walk you through The Wisdom of Hafiz, an oracle deck with poetic renderings by Daniel Ladinsky, art by Silas Tobal, oracle by N.G. Salins, and published just weeks ago by US Game System. Sufi's wisdom, it's probably something that you have heard before, especially if you have oracle decks. And the Sufism is the mystical practice of seeking to find the truth of divine knowledge and divine love through poetry. And this is who Hafiz was. He was a Persian poet, one of the most celebrated from the 1300s. And he has been used for centuries as an oracle. A lot of people have been just opening at a random page in one of their poetry books and read some lines and use them as an answer to question and burning questions and questions that you might have in some very difficult conjunctions of your life. From the back of the deck, of the box, the Wisdom of Hafiz Oracle Deck. Hafiz invites you to remember the ancient wisdom that lives within your soul. Whether you seek guidance, support, inspiration, or a new perspective, the spirit of the Sufi poet encourages you to look inward. The 45-card deck and illustrated 104-page guidebook are friends to all humans on the vulnerable journey towards wholeness. A wise sage once said of humanity, we're all just walking each other home. May this deck be your walking companion. Great deck for spiritual readings, for meditation, for spiritual guidance, but not only. If you are an expert reader and you're, normally are able to make connections between the higher spiritual plane of the spiritual self to the most mundane aspects of your life and your question, you should be able to answer your questions using this deck. Now, it's packaged beautifully, probably the most beautiful mass market box I've ever seen, hard box with a clamshell opening and a magnetic flap. It comes with also a very nice booklet that has color illustrations, beautiful tapestry-like artwork. It reminds me a lot of the Amy Zerner. And look at these cards. How lovely they are. The size is very comfortable for the hands because it's the size of a tarot card instead of it being, a larger, usually 3x5 oracle deck, in printed on a glossy, very flexible cardstock. And the backs are beautiful with these mustard yellows and the turquoise and the lotus flower in the middle. Beautiful, extremely colorful. Somehow I wish probably that the cards were printed on a bigger card in order to be able to appreciate better all these wonderful little details. But anyway, it's a lovely, lovely deck. I have used it so it's not in numerical order anymore. Each card features the beautiful artwork by Silas Tobal and a number and a keyword or a key phrase. So we have dense, embrace friendship, befriend pleasure, release and let go, establish priorities, very Seven of Cups feel, dream wide awake, risk and dare, practice tenderness, guidance is golden, transform, retreat, take the opportunity. Beautiful card. Speak your truth, clear away old energies, have patience, Decide for yourself. One of my favorite cards. Almost Empress-like. Play. Keep the faith. Move forward. Six of Swords. Seek counsel. Study to know yourself. My favorite card of all of them. Pause for reflection. Engage trust. Unleash your passion. Trust your wisdom. Beautiful. Every time I see these colors together, it's one of my favorite combinations. And if you do have a knowledge of animal spirits, animal totems, it will be very easy for you to make some further connections between the artwork and the what the intuition guides you to reading these cards. Invite peace, hold a connection, create silence, embrace stillness, use your power, create, have courage, set your intentions. Very Middle Eastern in its vibes. Offer up gratitude. You will see a lot of the Middle Eastern architecture. Protect your boundaries. Reminds me a lot of the Emperor card for some reason. Relax. Love unabashedly. Take stock of your achievements. Take action. Another one of my favorite cards. Listen. Kindle love. Embrace your magnificence. Rest deeply. Ask for help. And receive your blessings. Now let's take a look quickly at the guidebook. I love it. It comes on glossy paper. There's an introduction that explains who Hafiz is, the most beloved poet of Persians. He was born and lived in Shiraz, a beautiful garden city, where he became a famous spiritual teacher. Then we have the introduction was written by Daniel Ladinsky, who has been the translator of this poet for decades. About the creation of the Wisdom of Hafiz Oracle. So the artwork is by Silas Tobal, and the oracle was written by Angie Salins, who not too long ago launched an oracle deck, a witchy oracle deck on Kickstarter. Beautiful. And then we go directly in each of the meanings, interpretations of the card. So we have a beautiful large color picture of the card, the number, the keywords, key phrase that appears on the card, a line from one of Hafiz's poems translated by Mr. Ladinsky, and then the oracle, which from my understanding was written by Angie Salins. And he goes on for all the 45 cards. I don't see any spread suggestions here. About the authors, Daniel Ladinsky is an American poet, international best-selling author, and a revered scholar of Persian poetry. And G. Salins is a professional wanderer and hunter and a muse to all life artists. And Silas Tobal is a visionary artist and composer of orchestral music. Okay, just to give you an idea of how the cards read, I'm going to pull one, as advice for the day, play, and see how it reads in the guidebook. This is card number 18. Play. We have a squirrels, actually. Are those squirrels? Yes. On an oak tree. Playing. Number 18. Such nutrients in play, maybe more than ever in prayer. When we play, we forget who we think we are, and all manner of possibility rushes in. Now is the time to shake off the shackles of heavy responsibility. Go outside and search the skies for clouds shaped like friends. Make a blanket fort in the middle of your living room. Color outside the lines. Skip down the aisles of the grocery store. Rekindle your relationship with the inner child who knows the secret to joy is play. Okay, the other thing that I would like to quickly do is to give you an idea of how to work in combination with other tarot and oracle decks. The first one I thought about, of course, it's another US Games deck, and that's the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Lots of mystical energy, and the artwork simply resonates to a level of perfection, I would say, with this deck. Let's give it a little shuffle. So let's see what we're leaving behind, or what we're going to embrace. So we have the star. We have play between the star and the Five of Cups. It's the collage art style that works wonderfully together with the art style of the artwork of the Wisdom of Hafiz. A lot of layers. Relax between the world and the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, after completing a cycle, we just need to sit down, relax, and wait for the fruits of our labor. And then we have Love Unabashedly between the Queen of Wands. If there is a core card in the tarot that can love unabashedly, that's the Queen of Wands with the Eight of Wands. A lot of fire and passion. And then we have take stock of your achievements between the Judgment card and the Ace of Pentacles. Synchronicity to the max. Beautiful, beautiful. They work together in a very excellent way. Okay, the other one I was thinking about, I mean, you cannot put the Tarot Mystical Moments in the mix without taking out also the Oracle of Mystical Moments by Catherine Wealthstein. Another one of my favorite. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see how they look together. Oh my goodness, look at the bird. The parrot's here and the parrot here. My home is my castle. Take stock of your achievements under my umbrella. The observer. Take action, and stranded. Maybe I need to move my camera down a little so you can see better. Okay. And then we have listen between liberty and the art of seduction. Okay. That was the Oracle of the Mystical Moments in combination with the Wisdom of Hafiz. I might have mixed a few cards that don't belong in here. No, I did not. The next one I would like to show you in combination with this one. Going back to the mystical, the connection with the mystical plane, with the spiritual plane of existence, of the self, is the majestic earth. There is something about the depiction of beautiful landscapes in this deck that makes me think of higher spiritual connections. And the artwork is very compatible too. So we have the Hermit between Listen and Temperance. I'm noticing now there's something here in the card. Like it's slightly bent. Okay. And then we have, I have the element cards in the middle. The Ten of Water, the Ten of Cup in this deck between Kindle Love and the Ten of Trees. Another element card. Embrace your magnificence between the Eight of Stones and the Three of Trees. And I think that they look mighty well together. So this was the Majestic Earth Tarot deck. moving on. Um, Another very mystical moments for mystical spiritual deck for me for a different reason is the Botticelli tarot deck. All the all the art movement that was predominant in Europe right after the Middle Ages, the through the Renaissance, was an artwork that was trying to deeply connect the human with the spiritual. So we have the rest deeply between the Eight of Pentacles and what is this? This is the Eight of Swords. And then we have Ask for Help between the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Receive your blessings between the Knave of Chalices and the Four of Chalices. Seek counsel between Temperance and the Two of Chalices. I mean, I think that the artwork is just glorious in these two decks. Okay, quickly moving on to another one. And the next one will be in the same veins. Another art deck inspired to religious mystical art, and that is the Golden Tarot by Cat Black, I think. Yes, Cat Black. Okay, this is the deck. And this is how they look together. And I think they look pretty good. We have studied to know yourself between the Six of Coins and the Empress. Then we have pause for reflection between the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Coins. And a lot of these cards are bent. I didn't notice that before. Engage trust between Ace of Cups and Two of Cups. And unleash your passion between the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups. So this was the combination with the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Very similar vibes also for the next one. And the next one is Influence of the Angels, another mystical, inspired to mystical art. Although coming from different religions and different areas, different cultures, but I think because I love interfaith connections, I think this works great too. We have Unleash Your Passion between King of Swords and the Hangman. Actually, trust your wisdom between the King of Swords and the Hangman. Invite peace between Ten of Wands and the High Priestess, of course. And hold the connection between the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And I think that looks beautiful. One more, because I just love this combo. We have Create Silence between the Strength and the Moon. So this was the combination with the Influence of the Angels Tarot. I forgot to mention who's the creator of this deck is Jody Buginski Barbessi. And another one. I'm thinking of the Creativity Oracle deck by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber for obvious aesthetical reasons, because the art style is very similar, and also because I find the Creativity Oracle deck by the dynamic duo Zerner and Farber to be a deck that is good for everything, not just inspiration for creative projects. We have Cooperation and Happy Accident, and in between we have Embrace Stillness. Then we have Use Your Power, between Innovation and New Start. And on this combination, I'm gonna stop this video and invite you to put a like, a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I invite you to leave your comment. I'm always curious to know if any of you have the same decks and how you use them. And until next time, many blessings. Thank you for watching.